Hi, Brandon Artisan, President of Champion Strategies, and here for our ongoing public speaking workshop. We've told you the reasons why we do this. There are other partners out there that you can pay for, and they do an outstanding job. But if you would like to get into this arena, we were just putting together a series of things that you need to be cognizant of when you get in front of a room, in front of a class, if you're a teacher, first time supervisor, first time manager, just some things that you want to be. If you want to be on the big stage, yeah, there's all kinds of ways of doing that. So let's just get to it for today. And today we're looking at really a lot of people hate giving presentations to an audience, whether you want to take that good or bad, but a whole lot of people were forced to do it. Whether it is dealing with their subject matter in business or someone just says you talk well, you have to now do this speech and you are terrified. So, like we've been saying before, here's some tips just to think about. Be prepared. The most important part of the successful presentation happens before you even start talking. Once you begin speaking, you will be thankful for your preparation and your practice. Please get your ideas down, how you want to say it, what tonality you want to use it, and practice, please. The worst things in the world that can happen to anything that's competitive, and this is competitive because you want to do better, so someone else would like to book you for something else. Takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of practice. Number two, I would say command the space. Be aware of your body language. The right physical communication can be profound and give an impact that is just overwhelming to the audience there. So always think about your body language. Face your audience with your feet hip distance apart, and you can read up on that. Make eye contact, but not for too long. You don't want to appear creepy, but let an individual in that audience know that I'm speaking to you right now. You don't have to be behind the lectern and be really, really rigid. If your style is freedom to move around and do some things and be part of that audience going across the stage, please do. But watch, avoid closing your arms, clapping your hands in front of your audience. That looks like you're a little nervous. Don't fiddle with anything. Keep your hands free for expressive gestures. How about channel our strength? If it takes a little bit more projection, let's be the actors. So we know that at certain points, this emphasis I'm saying means something to the content that I'm delivering. Pace yourself. Maybe you have to come down because you were going so fast because of nerves. We need to bring it down. Don't forget about the pitch, the voice inflection. Pronunciation is very important. Practice, and you'll see that the pronunciations are not going to be that hard. Pause. Watch any good election material speech from YouTube. You will see that there are these pauses. The pauses helps the audience to absorb what you just said, and it gives you time for the next information, knowledge bite, explosion, uh, whatever you want to call it. but please pause, let it sink in, and then they will get what you're saying. Please know your audience. And once again, if you're working for someone and they're bringing you there, you'll know what type of people are there. If it happens to be at a social gathering, still try to find out what the audience consists of. And the key thing, try to have something a little bit for everyone. Doesn't have to be something complete, but maybe a date, maybe something happened in history on that day that will bring some of the elders in. And for the youngsters, find something that maybe can relate to them also. Conquer your fears. No one expects you to give the sermon of the sermon. What they're expecting is that I'm in front of you, here's what I'm going to say, and here's why I'm supporting what I'm saying. It's a debate. But we need to make sure that we're prepared and ready. That's what I mean by conquering your fears. It should get to a point where you can just throw your notes away. Wow, throw the notes away completely. It should be done so well at practice that really you don't need your notes. You may have some bullet points to keep you on point of where you want to go, because many times we ramble, but no, you don't need any notes. How about add some flair, some style, whether it be to yourself, whether it be to your verbiage? It heats up the room when you use some different words that they can relate to, or some words that they've heard about in the past. Always good to keep it colorful, upbeat. No one says you have to be a comedian. I am not a comedian. I give information. Try to enjoy yourself, or at least like the moment. And you do that many ways. Once you find out what's comfortable for you, dwell on it. Being a salesperson myself, I don't want to be stuck answering a question. I want you on the other end to answer the question. I can pivot off of that. So use your audience if you have to. Have them read a passage, have them interpret something that you've read. Just have some fun with it. And always, please learn from your mistakes. Will there be mistakes? Yes. There will be many mistakes as you're learning, but that's good. You're growing. The more confident you are, the more you can control of what you're saying, your speed, your cadence, the information that is given. People will see how you will rise above everyone else, and they'll be asking for you time and time again. Once again, public speaking is the worst thing that Americans hate to do, and I would agree around the world. But for those who understand the beauty, for those who love to get in front of people, you can do it on a level so well that that can be a place of your solace where you can feed your family, have fun, see yourself doing this for the rest of your life. Because you know what the old adage is, if you're doing something you like each and every day, we don't call that work. We're just thankful that we get an opportunity to do it again. Once again, Brandon Hardison, president of Champion Strategies. Hope you got something out of it. And as always, in parting, you go out and make it a change.